need to preserve these, and they belong to they belong to everybody. They're public property. They're every Sierra Leonean's property. You don't have to attend Frabe College to say, oh, it belongs, because the memory is part of our culture. We have to preserve it. That's a very, very important point. And you made reference like people destroying things, which is really, really common. Take, for example, City Hotel, where Graham Greene wrote The Heart of the Matter. He was there when he wrote that book, The Heart of the Matter. The Heart of the Matter is a major literary piece. It has been classed as one of the top 100 texts in the literary world, across the world. That is it. But the building is gone. It's no longer there. And nobody cares. Nobody wants. We can still put it all back. All we have to do is buy the land, reproduce. We have the picture. We need to construct the building piece by piece as it was. That is the way. This is the world. We are merely preserving a world, something that belongs to the world. The value of that building is not just for Sierra Leoneans. It belongs to everybody who, probably somebody is in America who wants to know something about Graham Greene and the City Hotel where I wrote the book, The Heart of the Matter. I would want to come there. People come there, there is no building. Anyway, now, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the voices from the diaspora, and our topic today is Sierra Leone strike a balance between new capital projects and historic monuments to build heritage. And we're going to take a very short break, and we will be back.
This is the Sierra Leone Diaspora Radio Network.
This your version, I know King James version. 'Cause out of Africa came the garden of Eden. In Esau's chapter of history, so little mentioned of you and me. For centuries, I don't want to lose you. Phoenicians, Egyptians, and the Moors built civilization, that's for sure. Creators.
Hello, once again. This is Voices from the Diaspora, and our topic today is Sierra Leone, the need to strike a balance between new capital projects and historic monuments / built heritage. Now, we're moving on. This is the second segment of the program, and we are going to look at the opportunities available, the opportunities we need to exploit in relation to preserving and restoring our monuments, historic sites, and relics. I would like to start with you, Dr. Abraham. Sierra Leone accepted the UNESCO World Heritage heritage convention in 2005. What does it take to nominate a site for inscription? No.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I thought Sierra Leone accepted the UNESCO World Heritage Convention, was it in 2005. Just wondering, what does it take to nominate a site? Because I don't think we have any site. To nominate a site for inscription, because so many other places across the world have, sites that are, have been nominated by. Yes, sir.
No, to be honest, I really don't know the criteria because I'm not dealing with it. If I were, of course, then those are administrative matters. You go to the website and then you define the criteria. But that accession you are talking about was instigated by me, and you can ask Mrs. Shirley Bujama, who was Minister of Tourism at the time, when I gave her a copy of that presentation, which appeared in this book in Scotland in 1999, The Heritage Assets of Sierra Leone. And I landed in her hand a copy to say, here is a blueprint for you to develop culture and tourism in Sierra Leone. And I drew attention to the fact that Sierra Leone was still not a signatory to that convention, and she promised that she would make sure that we became members. So, again, like I said to Ernest at the beginning, I did not want this to sort of, on my part, degenerate into self-praise and promotion, because I honestly don't like it and I don't need it. But that is the background to that. If I didn't draw attention to it, we would not still be signatories today. But like I say, I don't exactly know the criteria. It should be found on their website, and I've not gone there to see it.
Abdul, if you don't mind, I can come in here because...
Yes, come in, yes.
Okay, because I know that last year the Ministry of Tourism actually did submit, I think it was six sites in Sierra Leone to UNESCO for consideration. And to date, UNESCO have acknowledged just the two sites, those sites being Bonds Island and Frobe College, the old Frobe College building, as potential UNESCO heritage sites. So, we finally have something that UNESCO is seriously considering to be on their list. But the other sites, as far as I know, haven't been. They haven't sort of made any determination on.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gaba. Yes, for that contribution.
Yeah, again, just to jump in very quickly, Madio. In terms of consideration, some of the consideration has to do with the kind of creative genius that went into the project. They have to be something that's historical, that speaks to a particular cultural tradition or civilization. The architectural makeup of the building must be outstanding. It can also point to a tradition of human settlement use or land use or sort of sea use. It doesn't only have to do with something that relates to human manufacture, that is things that the humans produce. It can also be outstanding examples of nature and natural formation. So quickly, just to help with selection criteria.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's very important. That's very important.
We have a lot of eligible candidates, but I think that I don't know how much we ourselves internally have built on the list of national monuments that were declared by the British colonial rulers before they left. I know that we have added like a few, 2 or 3. Again, like I say, in the last 15 years, I don't know how many have been added. But again, that would be an outcome of, this my inventory issue that I'm talking about. I don't know how many we've added, but when the British people left, I don't recall, they had declared probably 30, 40 or so national monuments. But I don't know how many we have declared. We declared 2, I know of, in the post-independence period.
Yeah, so can I? This is something I actually did research on when I was writing my paper.
Yes, you can come in. Yeah.
Yes, and it's funny that Dr. Abraham should mention this, but when the original Monuments and Relics Commission was constituted, there was a list of 32 sites or 32 places that were listed as historic sites or monuments. The current list that the Ministry of Tourism or the Monuments and Relics Commission has is now only 16. I don't know what happened to the other. But to Dr. Abraham's point, nothing has been added since since 1965 or thereabouts. Because when I was doing the research, I came across a paper where they were talking about some of these projects that they had gone to, or sites that they had gone to look at, and nothing has been added to that list since. I have the original list of 32, and the 16 that are now there are part of that 32. So, nothing has been added, in close to 40 years, over 40 years, and I think it really is an abomination. And
really, one was added by President Momo. The site in Kono, where during the Sofa War,
where the people were killed.
Yes. Lieutenant Maris and this. Yes. That was during Momo's time. But full list that the colonialists left, I added as an appendix to my book of 1978.
Okay.
The full list is there, but President Momo added one.
Okay, well then nothing has been added.
So I was saying, well, if you really want to add one, why don't you make this a national project?
Exactly.
You see.
Can I come in? I think
Yes, come in.
has to be some sort of real cultural shift with regards to the historical monuments and what they mean to us. Because the things that have gone are there, but there's also, as the gentlemen have mentioned, the continuous adding, because history is created as we speak. We are all part of history, and it sort of tells a story. And even in the recent past, significant things have happened in Sierra Leone that are worth recording and worth preserving for future generations. And also, we've so far focused on, I did, on things in Freetown, but there are lots of historical sites, again, worth keeping in Sierra Leone. And earlier, one of our speakers in the first segment also mentioned the nature as well, that it's not just buildings and stuff, it's things like nature, which are part of our historical story. They are absolutely fantastic places in Sierra Leone that make that are part of our history. For instance, I know the Camel Mountains in Binkolo. Again, I'm sure that around there would be a lot of cultural and historical things that could potentially bring in tourists. Also, West Africa, Sierra Leone has the Bintimani Mountains. It's the highest mountain in West Africa. I'm sure that around there, if anyone cared to investigate, there would be lots of cultural, historical things that are worth preserving, right? The people make a lot of fuss of going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. It's the highest. We could make a lot of fuss and get people to come and climb Mount Bintimani. Are we doing it? No. So it's history is made along the way, we are. It's nature. It's everything. And again, I go back to the experience. People want an experience, and we can give them that with just a little bit of modernization. We preserve, we recreate things, and people would pay a lot of money for that. The other thing that these monuments do is national pride, right? they instill in us national pride, and the value of that is